Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the best tips and tricks so you can max out your luck inside of prospecting. I'm going to go through the charms, I'm going to go through the pans, I'm also going to go through the quest, and make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to show you the best tip that I know to get yourself their mythics very, very easily. Okay, so when you load into prospect, you're going to want to get your luck increased. As you can see, I have 358 luck. That is a pretty high base start already without any buffs, without anything. That is a flat luck base. 358 is what I will get if I'm just manually digging without buffs. I'm going to show you exactly how to get a lot of luck. So if we come over to crafting, I'm going to show you the best things to craft for luck. So as you can see, we have the crown, which gives 90 luck. But there also is the phoenix wings, which I 100% recommend crafting to get a extra 300 base luck. That is going to increase your luck by so much, getting yourself the mythicals very, very easily. Then we're going to come over to the apocalypse bringer, giving a extra 40 luck, and a prismatic star giving you 20 luck. Honestly, I will craft both of these if I was you, because they both require different materials. So when you're farming, you're going to get 2 of the materials anyway, so make sure you craft both of them. If you're like me and you have the 2 extra equipped, I would do half of them and then do half of them, or whatever is easy for you to get, because I do know Prismara is probably like one of the most rarest ores in the game, if not the rarest. So go ahead and craft this one. It's a lot easier, but palladium is so annoying to get anyway. Okay, then what you're going to want to focus on is getting the celestial rings. The celestial rings give you a 30 to 90 plus luck, also giving you that extra capacity for when you are going to craft yourself the phoenix wings. You're only going to lose 40, but the celestial rings give you 250 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The only problem is getting vortex essence is very, very hard. But if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you exactly how to get that insanely easily. So be sure to watch the entire video. That is what you're going to focus on. So as you can see, there is different images, because what that means, if we go to our equipment, you're going to see that there's a neck piece, there's a charm piece, and then there's rings. As you can see, I have the celestial rings and I have the crown. I have the crown because I cannot craft the phoenix wings just yet. Well, I can, but if you didn't know, there is a 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star different tiers. So the higher the kg, as you can see, I have a 3.1 kg fire opal and a 1.3. That is 2 fire opals I need. I have a very small mythic, which is fine. It's completely fine. We have a 1.4 kg cinnabar and a 0.48, giving me a 4-star quality. But if I switch this one to this one, it's going to be 4-star again. However, if we have lower fire opals, like a 0.4 kg fire opal, we're going to get 3 stars, making it so we cannot get our max luck being 300 plus. So I'm going to wait until I get a better cinnabar, so then I can craft myself a 5-star. So if we go to my equipment, like I will explain now, I have a 5-star piece crown, a 4-star light keeper's ring, and I have a 5-star light keeper's ring. This light keeper ring is not going to do nearly as well as the light keeper ring, which is a 5-star, because I won't be able to get the max off it. As you can see at the bottom, we have a moon ring. This is 72%, giving us 3 luck, where this is a 5-star, which is low percentage, giving us way more because it's a 5-star. I hope that kind of summarizes everything around the equipment. So you want to focus on higher materials. That is why you want your size boost to be pretty big, so you get them better ores to craft into 5 stars. You can also come to the blacksmith with a 5-star one to reforge it to get better percentages, but it does not change the star rate. So make sure you craft the 5 stars, especially the mythic ones. But let's say you're starting out to the early game. I'm going to tell you what to craft from here. Crown or the guiding light. You're going to want to get the crown. It gives more luck, size boost, and cell boost. It's literally, you may as well craft it. Then come over to the ring. This is going to give you no luck, so I like to use the Heart of the Ocean, giving me an extra 10 luck, and the moon ring giving an extra 7 with dig speed and shake speed. Trust me, get the moon ring and get these. I would use the Heart of the Oceans if you're going for a more luck based and not trying to speedrun it. If you're going to try and speedrun with all the ores in your pan, I would definitely recommend going for the moon ring. Then coming up next is the light keeper's ring. Coming up next is the mass accumulator. This is terrible, do not craft it. I don't recommend getting this. It is literally useless. Go ahead and get yourself the opal amulet, because this is going to give you a 13 boost in increase. So that is the charms we're going for. Obviously, these charms, you can figure it out yourself, because these are you're going to skip past all of these. Probably get the ruby ring and then the lapis armband from this and the meteor ring. That is what I would craft if I was in very early game. Okay, so we've talked about the crafting aspect, but there is so many more different factors that we need to take into account. So in the second area, as you can see, there is a alchemist. You can buy potions, and you can also buy potions with normal money. So you can buy with shards and normal money. What I do is I like to buy both, because yes, they both stack, increasing our luck even more. Obviously, it's not by a lot. +5 and +10 might not seem like a lot, but when we take into the factors like the luck totem, where it does double your luck. Okay, so a 15 plus luck isn't going to be the best, but it's still going to be there passively giving you an extra luck, so you may as well buy them because it's just there for now. Okay, as you can see, I have various buffs at the bottom left side of my screen, one being the lighthouse blessing. So one of the best ways to get luck as well is completing quests. The lighthouse up there is a very good quest to complete because it allows you to get to the second island and also gives you an extra +3 luck. Especially if you're early game, that's going to help you out a lot. Then coming over to Crystal Caverns, you're going to see that I have another ancient blessing, and what this actually does is if you come over to the waterfall and enter this little cave here, you're going to see this NPC here. But you're not going to actually see that unless you put the stuff in. So what you need is an emerald, a diamond, and a starshine. And then you can come in and you can go ahead and talk to him, and he's going to give you this blessing, giving you an extra +5 luck, which is not too bad. Then if you're like me and like playing the game, your daily login at the very end is going to give you a +1 luck. And I'm pretty sure this stacks over and over and over again. So if you log in 5 times, well, if you complete it 5 times, you're going to get a +5 luck. And I'm pretty sure that just continuously stacks. But we're not just going to stop there. You can put codes in, which I'll put on screen right now. They will give you some buff so you can get them extra luck boosts. It'll be like a ×2 luck, which if you do stack them, it will be a 3 times. So for example, if you have a 2 times luck and another 2 times luck, it's going to give you a 3 times luck because they're additive. So what that means is if you have a 4 times luck and a 4 times luck, it's going to give you a 5 times luck. Does that make sense? I try to explain it as best as I can, so if you didn't understand that, I'm sorry. Over here is the altar. This is the enchanting table where you can get yourself an extra luck boost. For example, if I go into my shovels right now, pan, sorry. As you can see, the diamond has a lucky enchant giving me an extra 5 luck, which is not too bad, especially starting out in the game. So we have a lot of luck factors all piled into one right now. Okay, so we completed the quest. We've also bought some additional luck boosts. We've got all of our codes on. What do we do next? So if we go to the shop, which I'm not saying to buy, just saying that you can buy a meteor shower, which does the 2x server luck. And like I said, if you have a code 2 times 2, well, 2 add 2 is going to give you a 3 times luck. And then you can also stack this with the luck totem, which is going to give you another 2x. So what that means is you're going to have a lot, and I mean a lot of times luck. I have 373 luck. If I go ahead and place down a luck totem for these people over here, they can also have a strength totem, I don't mind. I'm going to have 746 times. When I get a meteor shower, what's going to happen is, if I'm correct on what they said, this will be times by 3 and not times by 2. Well, times by 2 and then times by 2 again. I'm pretty sure it will be times by 3, giving me, I don't know, like 1.3k or something like that. Unless I am wrong and I will get 1400, I don't know. But that's what they said. They said it's additive. So we've talked about the luck totems. We've talked about the passive buffs you get from quests and buying them. We've talked about the crafting materials that you need to get to go ahead and craft yourself some more luck. What other tips can I say, and how can I help you guys even more? Well, I'm going to show you my ultimate tip on how I get so many mythics insanely fast. Yes, that is right, private servers. Why are private servers so effective? Well, what people don't realize is when they summon mythical rifts, they go onto all servers, not just one, all servers. So that means if I have an alt account in a different private server, and I have an alt account on this private server, and another one, That means when they do mythical rifts, I can server hop in each private server and grab myself the mythical rifts. Before I upload this, they are doing one for me at 8 o'clock tonight. So if you are fast enough and you see this video, because you're early, abuse it. They're probably going to patch it, but abuse it because you're going to get so many mythicals. Honestly, when they did the first admin event, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 mythicals because I had 5 different alt accounts in different private servers, and they are free. What I feel like they're going to do is they're going to make it where you have to pay Robux for a private server, which makes sense, especially if you're going to abuse this like me. I know it is a method, but I'm sorry, mythicals are insanely hard, and it is RNG chance where the mythical rift goes. So if it is in the volcano, I normally just don't get them because you only need the flare bloom for the wings, which if we go down, and like I said before, the phoenix wings, it gives 100 to 300 plus luck. And yeah, the capacity goes down, but you honestly, you don't care about capacity because you're getting a fat luck boost. But yeah, that is my ultimate tip. Because you stayed to the end, I did show it off. So if they do patch it, I'm sorry for everyone who uses it. I use it, but yeah, go ahead and use that because trust me, you're going to get a lot, and I mean a lot of mythicals. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.